Hey dudes and chicks, and neither of those rules don't apply to you. Welcome to Make for Last Time. My name is Katie. Today, I'm going to be popping this palette cherry. This bitch is mine tonight. Ooh. Oh my god, what is she holding? Who is this lady? Can somebody tell me? Is it like Amberlynn or like who is this lady? Please. I don't know. I should have Googled it beforehand. I did some Googling. You guys know I Googled some shit in the house tonight to do this fucking look because I couldn't fucking pronounce some shit. I know all you guys are like, you know everything, like all the castles, that was Count Dracula's castle and all the things, and I was like, duh. So anyways, this is what the color story looks like. You guys know Nomad does these like, what are they? Embossment? They're embossed? Is that what I'm looking for? Anna, you can tell me. They're like embosses. They're so cute. There's like these, the cemetery and the castles and the coffins. Damn, it was hard to dig my brush into those fucking coffins. Man, you know it. And then there's bats and the forest and spider webs. So, I mean, I saw this palette, I took one look at it, it was clue number one, and I was like, I'm fucking buying it. I didn't even look at the color story, I just bought it. Like, I swear to God, that's honestly true. I did not look at the color story. When there was a Count Dracula, I heard it was Haunted Europe, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I literally grazed over the color story because it wouldn't have mattered. It would not have mattered what this color story was. Luckily for me, the color story is pretty fucking good. So, if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look, or interested in hearing my final thoughts on the palette, or if you guys just like to watch, then hang out. I'm pretty fucking excited about this. I'm gonna go into the color Black Forest with my alter ego number 4. And I'm gonna do a kind of a halo eye because it's been a while since I've done a halo eye. And I was like going back through my pictures and I thought, oh my god, I look fucking good in a halo eye. So I basically just have to let go of all like reason when I'm dipping into these palettes because I don't fucking like to dip into the graphics. They're so fucking good. Nobody wants to dip into that shit. Come on, Nomad. Nobody wants to fuck that shit up. You know it. You have to buy a palette to not use and a palette to use with reckless abandon. Anyway, this is the first palette I've been really fucking excited about in a while. Honestly, I'm kind of pulling this up into a V because, well, because I wanna. And then I'm gonna do the inner corner. And I'm just kind of tapping, giving it a little tappy poo. Now, if you guys know, if you remember, I gotta go way the fuck. So I just kind of look straight on into my mirror. And we just go. And then I go. It's so funny how we really don't realize how much we use those muscles in our... Now, I just use this brush because I like the shape of it for a halo eye, but it isn't necessarily the best for what I'm doing right now because I do want a little bit of a blendy poo there on the end, so I'm going to use my... I better save that one. You know, I got to save them. So I'm just going in with my Jessup 221, and I'm going to just kind of... just give it a little sweep. Oh, that might be a little too big for this. What am I thinking? I'll just put that one away. It's getting a little crazy. I'm gonna use this Beely that's like the Jessup 227 because it's a lot smaller than the Jessup 227. It's like really thin. And I do think I want to pull this up a little bit more because I don't like... I'm going to go in with my P. Louise Worldy brush number 198. And I'm going to go into this color, what was that called? Black Forest. And this is called Spandau Citadel. Spandau. Oh. And I'm going to use that on my inner corner. And I'm just basically like making a shape, right? And then I'm gonna use my ZOEVA 227 and I'm gonna go into the color Count Dracula. Hopefully I can pronounce that. And I'm gonna use that to go across the top and blend out this outer V. I just thought the warm tone would look really cool going into the cool tone. I feel like this palette looked me square in the eye and it said, Katie, use these two colors together. They're gonna look really fucking good. I was like, all right, I'll try it. I'll try it. And now I'm gonna use my weighing GOSS number 19 and I'm gonna go into the color Ghost River. Or should I? And I'm gonna use that to blend out this outer edge. Oh, it's too close. Too close to the same color. Now I'm gonna go back in with my MORPHE M506 and I'm gonna go back into Black Forest and I'm just gonna start packing this. Yeah. This is gonna look fucking good, you guys. Yeah, I took one look at this motherfucker and I didn't even care what the color story was. I honestly didn't even look at it. When I pushed submit payment, I still hadn't looked at the color story. I didn't really look at it until it came in the mail. Because I was just so excited Nomad came out with some fucking scary, creepy shit, right? You know, talk about a solid fucking brand. They went through that issue with the Shanghai palette and just bounced right back from it, apologized promptly when they were wrong, they promptly admitted it, and then they just like moved on. And literally it was like a blip. It was like everybody moved on and nothing came of it. You know, they like responded appropriately and like just bounced right back, right? Resilient. They got snapped back. I should have just used MORPHE M506s. Why do I ever fucking do anything other than that? I'm going to use another MORPHE M506 and I'm going to go into the color Count Dracula. Fucking A, dude. That looks bomb. And another one into Spandau. What the fuck? I'm Googling that shit right now. Hold, please. It's a museum in Berlin. How do you pronounce it? Here, let's see. Spandau Castle. I feel like sometimes the best education I ever get is from Nomad. Just joking. Just kidding. I'm actually kind of a learner. I'm a learning bitch. I like to read and stuff. What I really don't fucking like is mispronouncing words. It's so lame. I'm going into Count Dracula. And into Ghost River, which is actually very similar. Okay, I'm gonna pull that Black Forest. I'm gonna pull the V a little further. Pretty. Ooh, this is a creepy, spooky fucking palette. I'm totally fucking stoked about it. No, I don't even know what brushes I'm using anymore. I kind of fucked this up, but oh well. I really like this navy with this warm tone brown. The word warm tone brown isn't even in my vocabulary. I literally am like, this orange. I mean, it really is. I mean, it's fucking orange. Okay, with no additional product, I'm using my ZOEVA 227 and I'm just gonna blend the fuck. blend that up into my brow. Ooh. I'm going to use the Morphe M506 that has the blue on it, and I'm just going to kind of blend that up. What's it look like to you guys? There we go. Yeah. And back with my ZOEVA 227. Now I'm going to go back in with my Morphe M506 and I'm going to do the lower lash line. And Black Forest is wiped off the map. And Spandau Castle. And Count Dracula. I'm just kind of oh, oops, no. Just let me wipe this on my hoodie really quick. I'm just gonna kind of meet this over. And I'm just barely touching this to get that good blend. And maybe just going a little bit more. Ooh. I'm going to kind of reinforce this because I feel like in my blending I kind of lost the depth in the actual crease. And ooh, that is fucking pretty. It's been a while since I've actually seen a palette that I felt like I could actually capture the spirit of it, and I feel like I mean, it ain't over yet. I could fucking screw this up entirely, but I really feel like I'm getting it. Okay, I'm going to put on NYX Glitter Primer, and I'm just gonna put this down the center of my eyelid. I'm gonna shape it. I'm going to make sure I get it really good on my... Now for my next trick. I'm going to go in with my ZOEVA 234. I'm going to go into the color The Catacombs. This is not what I was going to do. Ooh, that's fucking pretty though. Ooh. Ooh, I really don't want to fuck up these little coffins. Dang it. Dang it. And then on the other side, I'm going to use the color Krampus. And I'm just going on the inside and the outside. Okay, I like where I'm going with this. Luckily. You know, it's just, it's felt like I haven't like felt very creative lately, and it's, you know, I know you hear that all the time, but you get like blender's block or something. It's like you look at every fucking palette and they just all start to look the same. You hear YouTubers talking about it all the fucking time. Well, I haven't in a while because, I mean, I only watch like really select content lately because I just don't have time to watch much else. I'm just going to use this KALEIDOS S5 to kind of just go in and fine tune this, and God, I need to make sure I'm even in frame and just make sure that this is like good and blent. But it's like, you know, it's like I mean, after you buy so many palettes, it's hard. It gets hard. They all look the same. Everything looks the same. Especially, I feel like lately, like everything just looks like a copy of a copy of a copy. And so, or on the other side of it, it's like the palette is like unique, but like the color story is like, I can't make any sense of it. So I've just been like, you know, when I see shit that I like, I fucking jump on it. But I just haven't really seen that much that I'm like all about it. I'm going back into the Catacombs. I'm going into the Catacombs, you guys. And I'm just kind of blending this, giving it a little blendy poo. I mean, quite frankly, it just seems like everything's so fucking boring. I'm sorry, I said it. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a little teeny tiny, the Voldemorphe JH42, this little teensy tiny, and I'm just gonna take this color, Hoya, what the fuck? Or maybe not, no, I'm just joking. Hoya Bashu Forest. And I'm just gonna take that and just take the tiniest little bit and place it in the center to just highlight that. Okay, and now I'm going in with my Voldemorphe M506 into Black Forest. Gave it a little dippy poo. Now I'm just gonna blend, blend, blend. And then I'm gonna use that same little tiny brush. I'm going to do the exact same thing in the center. I'm going into Krampus right now. And then I'm gonna go into Catacombs, and I just wanna drag this down a little bit because I just want it to be more like that. I'm just gonna see. I kind of just pulled it down because I don't know, I just don't think it looks, I think it looks a little too, and I'm just blending out that top edge, and then I'm gonna go back in with my Voldemorphe M506. Which one, you say? Well, that's a good question. I'm gonna go into Count Dracula, and I'm just gonna kind of emphasize that line at the top there. Reinforce it, that's what I'm looking for. And blend, blend, blend. Give it a little blendy poo. It's dark. It's badass. The blend is amazing. The color story is fucking very unique and functional. And then for the inner corner highlight, let's try to choose something not so fucking boring, huh? I'm going into Mary Cemetery for my inner corner highlight. Sorry, I just need to. I'm going in with my Kaleidos S5, and I'm just gonna do this some more. And then I'm gonna use this little Voldemorphe JH42, this little baby, and I'm gonna go into Hoya Bashu, and I'm gonna do a brow bone highlight. And then I'm gonna blend it out with this ZOEVA 227. Okay, I'm gonna go finish the rest of my face, and I'll be back when I'm done. So, this is the manifesto, the pièce de résistance. I use my Rouge and Rogue eye wigs in Miss Fury, my Urban Decay 24/7 whatever liner in Alkaline. I feel like every time I do like a vampy, like darker look, this is always my go-to. It's red, it's a red black, so it really makes my eyes pop. I fucked around with this a little bit after I got off camera, like as far as the inner corner. I felt like it was a little, I just didn't like it that much. It looked cool. I didn't like it that much. It didn't really match. It was that green, so I threw some of that gray over the top of it, and I used my Notoriously Morbid Lippy in Nexus Event, and I've been fucking waiting to use this shit, bitch, and it looks fucking pretty. So I kind of went in and just like you know, I went into my Arthurian palette and I had already put on Cloudberry, which I love, but then afterwards I went and I mixed Bearberry and Dog Rose together and used it as my blush. And then I just used my Jellyfish Moonlighter by Black Moon Cosmetics, and I just did it very faintly, and I used the brush that actually comes. I got this for free when I ordered a bunch of these Moonlighters, and I've actually been getting into these. Wait, was it Jellyfish? Was it the blue? No, it was the purple. It was Cat Shark. Yeah, it was Cat Shark, the purple. And I just used it with this brush and disted it like ever so faintly so that it wasn't like casty. It didn't have an ashy cast, because these tend to get a little casty, which I don't mind, but I like them a lot better when they're just really super subtle. So yeah, what else? Anything? No. You want to hear my final thoughts? What are my final thoughts? How about you guys tell me what my final thoughts are, and then I'll hang out with you in the comments. I mean, this is a fucking fantastic, it's Nomad quality. I love the color story. I do find it's inspiring, but when I actually like look at it, it's a little more different. There's a lot of warm tones in here. You guys know I'm like, I'm warm tone leery. Sometimes I like get in a mood or whatever, but I wanted to use the golds. I wanted to mix like some things. So I think I'm just gonna fuck around with this a little bit more. But honestly, come on, bitch, please. Literally, I saw a clue that was Dracula and I was like, I'm buying it. It might have been clue number 1 and it was Dracula and I was like, I'm buying it. So it wouldn't have even mattered. And honestly, like, I do find the color story inspiring. Upon like actually digging into it, I'm having a little bit, I don't know what to do. Maybe it's me. Blender's block. So anyways, I'm really excited that I got this, and also I'm really excited that a color story came out that actually made sense and was still unique. I really applaud Nomad Cosmetics for coming out with something that was like on brand for me. I'm not applauding them for coming up with something that was on brand for me. It was on brand for me, and I'm applauding them for coming up with a color story that was unique and inspiring in a world where we're basically like inundated by palettes. I mean, honestly, I need to do a hump it or dump it. I need to get on the same page. I've been holding back, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell because you can't wait to see what happens next. Hit the like button if you like this look, or if you just like my sparkling personality and my boyish charm, and hang out with me in the comments because I fucking love it. Honestly, your guys' comments sometimes is the only thing that brings me back. And you guys know I have no consistency, I have no patterns, I have no fucking nothing. I just do whatever the fuck whenever I want to. And you want to know what? I think it keeps my content clean. So that's what feels clean to me, but you guys are, this is like literally my favorite thing. Thank you guys so much for watching. You could have been anywhere, but you were here wasting your time with me, and I totally appreciate you. Later.